All right. So today, what are we going to be talking about today? Today's video. Today's video, I want to talk about lion's mane. Say, what is lion's mane? Or maybe you've already heard about lion's mane. If you already heard about lion's mane, tune in. Maybe you'll hear something you haven't heard before. This is just my opinion based off of the results that I can attest to. I guess that's the best way to word it, right? I can attest to that the benefits that I see from when I use lion's mane. Right. So what is lion's mane? Lion's mane is a type of mushroom. You can look it up online. This is not something. This is a legitimate thing. Mushroom. It kind of looks like, as the name would describe it, it looks like the mane of a lion, right? So it looks like the mane of a lion, and I live in Florida, does not grow here. How did I find out about it? Well, I happened to find out about it when I went to Grassroots one day. I had a friend, just got back on Facebook, so you'll know the story if you know who you are and you want to get back on Facebook, and I'll totally add this to the video so you can get credit for it. He told me, he said that he read an article where he said that someone or it was either an article or somebody he met, I'm not quite sure, but this is how the story goes. He said that when someone ends up with cancer, he said that what they do in Japan, he said, was that instead of giving out medication, prior to giving out medication, they substitute mushrooms. They tell you they have specific types of mushrooms. He said that basically they know which ones have which effects, and so what ends up happening is they'll prescribe you that first, right? So I got interested. I wasn't quite sure, I had no legitimate that wasn't my reason. I was just interested, and I was also interested because I had been trying different medicinal mushrooms before, because I don't know, like I said, I was into herbs. So being into herbs, you're interested, okay, after I've tried this herb and I noticed these effects, I try a different herb, what's the effects of this one? So I tried lion's mane. I knew that I liked it. I didn't know why I liked it, right? Wasn't quite sure. I found out the reason why I liked it later. After I got injured, I was watching these TED Talk videos, and one of the TED Talk videos that I watched, it was about inflammation and what causes inflammation, because I was curious about inflammation. And what I found out was that one of the causes of inflammation is just not getting enough rest. So how do you get enough rest? That's a harder thing said than done, especially if you got to work. You got to work, you got a family to take care of, resting's not always the immediate option, So lion's mane. Where lion's mane ties in is lion's mane. They say that it has anti-inflammatory properties. That's one of the cool things that I like about it. I've noticed that joint mobility, it tends to help. And I noticed that if I've actually worked out or done had a strenuous day, and my back's really hurting, that's one of the go-to herbs that I have. Right here, Host Defense, Paul Stamets Company. It says Host Defense mushrooms. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, so you can go and pick it up from Grassroots. That's where I got it from. Anyways, the thing that I've noticed is that, generally speaking, it makes you feel better. Now, the side effects, that's what everybody talks about, you go and you look online, and that's the biggest thing about herbs is there's this thing where when you're taking herbs, you look online, what are the side effects? I don't know. The most side effect that I've noticed from it, I would say, would be if you use too much of it. generally it doesn't sit well in your stomach. Like that's too much, right? Like, but like when I take it, I usually don't take a lot. I usually only fill up about the end of the dropper, and if it's a day where it tends to be a little bit more of a strenuous day, then I might use a little bit more. But really, I would be almost happy to say that quite possibly if you could purchase it in the store and it was like something that I could eat every day, I probably would. Why? Because I've also seen research online that says that it has nerve growth factors. Now, nerve growth factors, what does that mean? Like, so, like, damaged nerves, like, things take time to heal. And I don't know the specifics on this. So, again, that's the reason why, like, I'm opening it up for discussion in the first place, is because, like, I don't quite understand it. So I don't want to say something and then be, like, misleading about it. So this is completely candid. And what I'm going to show is some of the effects that I've noticed, like mobility, but then also strength. Because, like, I shot a video earlier where I showed, okay, I dragged this log out here. I at the time I wasn't thinking about it. I could have just had someone film it, and then, like, I wouldn't have to, like, do what I got to do today. I want to see if my body physically adapted to the stress of me moving it, because, like, the day after and the next couple of days, like, I'm still, like, I don't feel 100%. It's been about a week since I moved it, like, but I want to see if I can lift it up. Like, I don't know if I can. If I can, I'm not sure. We're going to see. But I'm highlighting lion's mane